This series provides an in-depth look at the Erie-Lackawanna Railroad operations in both pre- and post-merger, including mainline, secondary, and branch line coverage. In Volume 1, we look at the Erie and Lackawanna Railroads between the mid-1940s and the late 1950s in both steam and diesel. We'll then tour the Erie-Lackawanna from the waterfront at Hoboken and progress along the route of the Lackawanna west to the Paulinskill Viaduct in Hainesburg during the 1960s. We'll begin with the Erie Railroad, filmed between the mid-1940s and the late 1950s.
Here comes some steam on number 1. This is at Ferndale. There's a double-headed guy at Ferndale. And we all know Waldwick, train 27 and Waldwick. Here we are on the Graham line, an eastbound. I always liked the Graham line. They used to really roll there. Goes an eastbound freight with stock cars for Chester on the head end. Now we look at the Lackawanna. Where do you work, John? On the Delaware-Lackawanna. Here we are, departing Patterson on the Booton line. Hoboken now. The Phoebe Stowe leaving Hoboken west. And westbound number 3, the Phoebe Stowe. This is all at Stroudsburg. Now they're up at Cortlandt Street. Must be a nice warm day in spring. There's a westbound freight, the old FTs on the head end, and 2 RSs pushing. There's a cement out of Portland off the B&P branch. Here comes the RSs shoving like hell on the rear. Now the freight leaves. Notice on the hind end, you got 2 train masters going along for a ride down to Stroudsburg, where they're going to push a guy west. Now we're looking at the EL. Is Hoboken Terminal.
From the terminal, commuters would board the ferries en route to Manhattan to begin the workday. In the morning, there was coffee, donuts, and pastries available, a light breakfast for those who missed it at home. This was a convenience for many passengers. The ferry ticket was included as a free item for those riding the trains. In the afternoon, with the workday complete, commuters would board the ferry bound for return to Hoboken Terminal. As we approach the terminal, the pilot carefully lines up the bow with the slip. Once docked, the commuters will head off the ferry and enter the terminal. Here we see the various movements of equipment needed for day-to-day operation.
Phoebe Stowe getting ready to leave Hoboken. Notice the slip switches. There's the westbound Phoebe Snow to Harrison. Here's the Phoebe Snow at Normandy Parkway, Morristown. Going over Passaic River at Lyndhurst and eastbound train 22. There's an EO passenger train at Lake Hoboken Station in Landing, New Jersey. There's a westbound Port Morris. Here we are on the highway bridge. That's the Phoebe Snow coming out of Rose Hill Tunnel.
And finally, the eastbound Lake Cities again in the fading sunlight.